I want to address something I heard yesterday on the after show as I was driving home. I was very entertained. Of course, the lovely and talented Otto of Otto and George hung out for the after show with young Sam Roberts. And they were talking. It was very entertaining. And then, I don't know how it even got brought up, but we found out we have a budding film writer.
I think I was asking Erock about, like, he seems very, like he's reached a point where he's content here and that he doesn't seem to be motivated to go the extra mile. Like, he's not an upwards moving guy anymore.
Did you have any prior knowledge that he was doing this or not?
Absolutely not. And so I just said, well, what would you do if the show went away? If there's no place to move here, what would you do?
Right.
And he informed me that he had some things he was working on. And one of those was he had recently purchased software for screenwriting.
Good. He got the software.
Do you get Final Draft?
Yes. Yeah. That's what he got.
Because he's got the idea. He's got his movie.
He's got the idea. He's writing a movie.
He's writing
Erock
a film.
is writing a film.
Now, have you ever written a film before?
No.
Okay.
Eric Nagel, the movie, is coming to theaters.
Nagel.
We don't know a lot about it. He's being very mysterious about
Very mysterious. I listened. You and Otto were doing a good job grilling him yesterday. But there were some questions that were unanswered.
He wants part of the whole. He doesn't have a script yet, but part of selling the script will be he's going to have to maintain some sort of say over who gets casting in the film.
That will go away, by the way.
Soundtrack.
Yes, he wants soundtrack.
That's written into
Gone.
Yeah, he wants that.
And he would like a producer credit. He doesn't see himself as a director.
No.
But a writer-producer.
Writer-producer.
Well, you'll get a writer credit, of
casting.
course. No, casting and music. Here's what they'll say. You're going to get a writing credit. That's what you get. Here's your money.
Well, Jimmy, you better hope he gets casting privileges because you're going to be cast in this film.
I am?
I heard. Right. That's what I heard.
Gee.
He has a role specifically in mind for you.
Erock, comment?
Oh, I said that. That's true.
All right. What now? Let's reiterate some of the stuff I heard yesterday. What is this movie about?
Yeah, I didn't really explain that too much.
No, you didn't.
A little bit, though. One of the main plot points you did, like where, not where, but when.
When.
It would be taking place.
Yeah. What?
It starts in present time.
Uh-huh.
But quickly goes back into the end of the 40s.
The end of the 40s.
All right. So it's I know what it's about.
Uh-huh.
It's your life from high school on. I'm just kidding. That's not that old. Okay, so it goes back to the 40s.
Goes back to the 40s.
Right.
So now there's a guy, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, he's at the end of his life.
No.
In present day.
No.
It opens in the present.
Yeah.
How old is the guy?
How old is the guy in the present?
18, 19.
Oh, okay. All right. He's young. And then he goes back to the 40s?
Yeah.
Now, does he know about the future when he goes back to the 40s?
Yes.
And does he have, like, an attitude? Like, is he a cool guy? Is he like Bill from Bill and Ted?
No.
Does he introduce things like LOL to the 40s? OMG?
Yeah. As time goes on, he changes things in history and makes it his own.
Oh.
So he has...
Does he have a picture of him and his brother and sister that slowly disappears?
Yeah.
He has a future machine?
No.
A past machine?
No.
No.
It's not a... There's no, like, sci-fi element to it where for the time travel thing. It's just something happens.
Oh,
which I'm not getting.
Okay, obviously.
He knocks his head.
And he winds up being back in this time period.
And it goes...
And has to live the rest of his life going through time.
Yeah.
But he has to live the rest of his life going through time, knowing what he knows about the future.
Uh-huh.
So he might start inventing things. Like he probably buys up .com stuff in the 40s, 40 years before it means anything.
What?
Things like that.
The 40s?
How do you do that? What is... Now...
He compared it to the Jerry O'Connell series, Sliders.
No, I didn't.
I think you did that. I heard that part.
I never saw that series.
It was ridiculous.
It stunk. It stunk.
You never want to hear that your series stunk.
I thought it was more like Voyagers from the 80s. Erock. So there's this guy. He's 18. He goes back to the 40s. Now, hey there, Bobby.
Hey, Bob.
He goes back to the 40s, well beyond when he was born. And does he immediately start, like, fucking with things?
No.
What does he do first?
I don't want to give a lot of this out because it hasn't been finished.
God.
Oh,
And he
God.
also,
I want to know.
Eric didn't want to give the title of the movie away.
Right.
Due to copyright concerns.
He's got a title, but he won't tell
I
us
have
what
a
it
whole
is.
bunch of notes and everything else. I just want to put it all together
If you want to,
and get it copywritten and everything.
which you should do that, but the one way, a little cheap, easy way to do it, print it all out and mail it to yourself through the U.S. mail.
It doesn't hold up
No?
anymore.
No, they can't do that. That doesn't work.
They
That's
got rid of
bullshit.
that in the 90s.
That's
Why won't-
horseshit.
why won't that work as a-
Esquire says no.
That's horseshit.
Why?
Because you have to go through you have to send it to the.
Library of Congress.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
have to-
I know that, but I'm saying as a temporary thing
No,
while
it
you're
doesn't,
doing that.
doesn't hold
Doesn't
up.
do it, doesn't hold
Doesn't
up.
hold up in court.
I wonder why.
It just doesn't. I tried doing that, and then I called up SAG, and they were like, "No, you have to send it to the Library of Congress. It takes a long time to send us back." I had a kid fuck me because I wrote a script with two dudes, and one of the kids got a little loopy, and we were like, I had to copyright it, and I tried
man.
doing that, but that shit didn't work. I
Like
got
the Nagel.
yeah. My
Film-
lawyer told me
filmmaker.
that. He's a what?
He's a filmmaker.
Yeah, he's a filmmaker.
He's writing a film.
See,
Bob.
here's what's happening. We found out yesterday that Eric Nagel
Eric.
Yeah.
is writing a film.
That's great.
He's writing a film, and we're trying to. He already got the software to write the film.
Final draft.
Oh, you got to do that first.
Yeah.
Because he's not using a quill, right?
Right.
Oh,
So now
good.
we're trying
Then
to
he's
figure
ahead of
out
the game.
what,
He's ahead of
what
the game.
this is about. So far, here's what we got.
Right.
Starts in present time, 2013-ish, around that.
19-year-old?
18, 19-year-old guy.
Cool guy.
Somehow, don't fucking
Stop
say
adding
time machine,
shit.
because it ain't no time machine.
Right.
But somehow, this guy goes back to the late 40s.
I think he's on a boat or something.
Does
Maybe
he
he's
go
maybe
through
he's doing
like a
some
time
fishing,
tunnel?
and like the clouds swoop down, and so and all of a sudden he comes out, and the lake is the same, but he can't find his car on the lake.
Wait a minute.
Where's my
Yeah,
car? Where's my car?
You-
And he go.
So you could do the Foley work for him.
Yeah.
He goes down. He gets caught in a storm, and he goes down.
Oh.
And then there's a little creature named Chaka come and guide him.
bunch of slee stacks.
Yeah, sleeve stacks.
Eric's original idea was that he would go and travel
What
through
word
the
did you just
decades.
use?
Original
Okay, go ahead.
idea
Oh.
was that he would travel through the decades via time vortexes, like the Jerry
I
O'Connell
never said
series
that.
Sliders.
That was you again.
Does he use
You
a,
said something about sliders.
No,
yesterday.
you said
Maybe it was
that, and
you
I
were
He has
told
to
you
order
no.
some?
does he use a
Yeah,
phone booth
sandwiches.
to travel in time?
No.
No phone booth.
No phone booth.
You know what this
Alright.
show does? Kills dreams.
Exactly.
That's all this show does. This show just
Why
kills.
try?
Listen, this show does nothing for any of us except
You're right.
Except maybe 8 people at a fucking gig in Albany.
You're right.
Let me tell you
However-
something. This kid has a hope.
He has a hope.
Talk to his chick.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably one of his parents.
He talked
maybe
about
confide
this.
in one of these assholes when they were actually.
He talked to
No,
Roland
and
about it.
No, I
everybody
didn't.
went.
You
You know
said
what?
you did.
Go ahead, man. That's what you got to do, dude. You got to do multiple. You
Dude,
can't just do
man.
one thing. And gave him a pen. And he went, yeah. And he went and
idea.
bought the stuff. And then he sat down one night and cleared off the desk. And he went, honey.
I'm
and
gonna
she came
write a
in.
movie.
I bet his wife peeked in and went, ooh. Got excited that he's starting to do it.
Yeah.
And everybody's happy for him. And then he comes in here.
Ugh.
And now I guarantee he's gonna go home and fucking destroy whatever office is in his fucking Jersey shit town.
That's not what happened, though. Here's how he got the script writing software. His wife got so tired of being married to this fucking Lego making lump. She brought home Final Draft and said, do something. Write a movie.
Oh, Norton, you know what, Norton? Your show on Wednesdays is really, thank God it's here. You help people because you're right. You put Wednesday. Do something, you cocksucker.
Yeah, you stop playing Legos. How do you expect me to get turned on by you? You're playing Legos.
You push
Write a
button-
movie, shit dick.
Hello. That's all you do all the hello.
Enough. Here, write a movie.
And he said that like he starts in 2013.
Right.
Goes back to the 40s,
1940s.
but then
And-
travels through the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s,
It's such a
90s,
shit time to go back to.
and 2000s in under 90 minutes.
Why would you go back to the 40s? That's right when the fucking world sucked.
I don't think he had a choice.
Why?
I think he got thrown back somehow because he doesn't have a time machine.
He stepped
mind
in a
you.
hole
He
or
would-
something.
He would be
time
good.
vortex.
He would be good in
I
the
bet he hits his
40s.
head. I bet he hits his head. The guy hits his head, and he's like, and he's like, hey, what are you doing there? Yeah. Wait a minute. I was just... Hi. Hey, pal, you fell down and hit your head. What are you up to? 23 Skidoo? Oh, 23 Skidoo. LOL, that's funny. What do you mean, LOL? Who's wrong? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Does he check a newspaper?
Yeah, he checks the newspaper, sees the date, he's like, oh my God. And then he's walking through like Times Square and he sees like that guy kiss the girl in Times Square. He goes,
and he has that somewhere in time moment. He said the sound of penny. He pulls a hoagie out of his pocket and he sees the made on date from the sticker.
He's in paradise because a hoagie is like 50 cents.
No, they're not even invented yet.
Yeah.
Some diner owner was like, this is a great idea.
What a grand idea.
Yeah, he inadvertently invented the hoagie.
Is there food-related inventions in the film?
Erock comment?
There's
No?
So you don't do anything with computers. He becomes the hoagie king of Long Island.
Yes.
Yeah, he starts inventing everything. He gets a pancake and someone steps on it and it's the waffle.
Oh my
Well,
God.
what are you going to do? They're not all winners.
It's like, wait a minute. I dropped my iPhone. iPhone? What about your phone or my phone? What are you talking about, iPhone? What is this? You got to use the phone. There's one in there. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I have to check Twitter. Twitter? What is that, a bird? See, you can do all these wacky things,
Yeah.
but the guy doesn't understand what he's saying.
He's taking notes in there.
Oh, yeah. Erock's writing like a maniac. Is that what's going to happen, Erock?
Oh,
is he going to
not
have
at
some
all.
awkward moments like that where he mentions something about the future?
Yeah.
It's mainly a drama, but he said there are a lot of comedic elements.
I would hope so. Does he say like download? They don't know what that is. And then he goes,
Yeah.
oh, nerds. I forgot where I am.
What made you decide the late 40s?
It's the time I picked.
Erock also,
There's no plot
does he
points.
jump through time or does he in the 40s and now he's got to live his whole life?
He's got to live his whole life.
Holy shit.
So he's got to go back
It's
to...
a long movie.
He's going to go back to
You're not
where
doing
he
it
was.
day by day.
90 minutes. That's
It's
it.
under 90 minutes.
Under 90 minutes.
Definitely, he said
From
under
the
90
40s
minutes.
till 2015?
Can I ask you a question, though? You haven't written it yet. How do you know it's under 90 minutes? Don't you have to, like, write it and then...
Eric has broad
'Cause you can't
strokes.
sell a long
Movie?
fucking movie.
Just ask
When he just
Tarantino. It's
started.
impossible.
Yeah, but he already
Just look at those
he's
Lord
already
of the Rings
established.
flops.
There is a
Yeah,
movie.
JFK sucked.
Again, established.
Yeah.
90 minutes is like old Godzilla movies on Channel 5. Fucking every movie is at least 2 hours now.
It's my favorite Patrice joke ever. What he did, he did Godzilla. He used to do Godzilla. What if this movie, seriously, we're about to kill, and in 2-3 years, it's a fucking
God.
mega hit.
Erock's accepting the Oscar up there, and we're all like, what the fuck happened?
You just see
This
Norton
sucked.
jump off the top of the
absolutely.
theater with
Why
a noose
would I?
around his
Yes.
neck.
I'll be a part of the movie.
Yes.
You'll be in the film.
I'm gonna
Are you
be
going to
Well,
be in
that's
it?
true.
in the
Yes.
40s
Jimmy
part.
has a part.
Best supporting
In the
actor,
40s.
Oh, Jimmy does have a part.
Jim
Yeah.
Norton.
What's my name in the movie?
I haven't given a name, but I have sort of the look and
Chip
the way you
Chipperson?
laugh.
Can I just say something though? You have
Edgar?
to. You should have names.
Yeah,
You should have like
I
the
should
name
have a
of the guy.
script too, and I don't have that yet.
No, I'm just trying to give you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to help
gee,
you.
Bob, don't give the guy such a hard time.
Ah.
I'm going to get in character now.
Yeah, that is good.
I can do it.
So
Ah.
he lives his life from
Don't
the
give me any guff. You got a
Yeah.
lot of moxie.
Hey, quiet, you mug.
He lives his life from the 40s in real time after that? There's no
Not
more
in
time
real
travel?
time.
No, but I'm saying there's no more time travel.
That's right. Let
There's no
Fatty
more-
Arbuckle talk.
There's no more time travel, but the movie does jump to different parts in his life as
Oh,
he's living through
so,
that time.
So if we could go from the 40s and then see what he's doing in the 60s.
yeah.
Well,
Does
the
he go to-
50s is
does he
next.
go to
Oh,
Woodstock?
man. Does he go to Woodstock? That would be cool.
No, it has nothing to do with
Groovy,
it.
Scrooge.
man.
Do you know how difficult? Do you know how difficult it is to write that type
period
of
piece.
to write that shit? To go back, write a period piece, but then to jump ahead and back.
Oh, my
Do you know,
God.
He's setting himself up for the most difficult writing task
yeah.
of all.
How
But
about
he's
you
not
do
jumping
something
back,
like
though.
fucking Clerks first? Why don't you do that?
You're not jumping back, though. Once you go back in time, it just goes forward.
Yeah, but no, he
Goes
go.
forward.
Yeah, but you
See?
go. You said
I
just
get
said you go back and forth.
This is
No,
a
no,
Nagel
No.
epic.
It's
is
the
in
very
90
beginning of the
minutes.
movie is
90 minutes.
current time,
Right.
But it jumps right back to that time
When he goes through
period,
the sliders
and he's got to
thing.
live his life. It's not a sliding.
I hope somebody right now is on Netflix finding this exact movie.
Yeah. Does he
Yeah.
go through the Stargate?
No.
It's not a Stargate?
No.
Oh.
Now, are there references to the civil rights struggle in the
No.
1950s?
Is there-
what do you
let
mean?
me-
No, he's living through the 50s. There's nothing about the civil rights.
No.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask
He's
you.
only got like 10 minutes.
Is he down in Atlantic City, and does he come across like a machine, a fortune-telling machine, and then something happens?
No.
Does he get
That's
younger? No?
Yeah.
I wish I was in the late 40s.
When
I
you're
wish I could
casting,
live
do you want
every
Robert
decade.
Loggia?
Quickly.
Oh,
He's
that's a good
darn
one.
nuts. I wish I was. I wish I was a fish.
So in the 50s, is he like, ba 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 bang a dang dang a dang a dang dang beep doop da, and then he like says something about like the internet, and they're like, internet? What do you fish with that? Oh, ba 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 bang a dang 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 a dang, something like that.
Yeah, they're all flexing their muscles and moving their fists back and forth.
like Bowser, of course.
I think Eric just wants to make a really cool soundtrack.
Is that it?
So he's just doing
From the
all
40s,
the decades.
and then the 60s, it
And
could
he's
be,
just
you
going
know,
to think of a movie around that.
Are there disco scenes?
It's a time of the season. Bow, bow, bow. And then they'll be like fucking Vietnam. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Da, 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 da. And the guy's like, oh my God, I got drafted. I'm in the Nam.
He'll already be 40 in the 60s, so
Oh,
you won't
right.
even have that like drama
Of the Nam.
going to war. What's he doing in the
Yeah.
60s? He's 40 years old.
He's like, wait till you guys see
Wait.
what happens to Richard fucking Nixon.
Was it-
You guys are going to love this. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to really alter history, but just pay attention to this. Watergate Hotel. Nuff said. Nuff said. And then he goes back to the 50s.
Wasn't Woodstock in
so-
1969?
Yeah.
So
So
Anthony,
he's going to be like in his late 40s
Yeah.
to go to Woodstock.
Right, why do you
Yeah.
have him in Woodstock?
so in the movie, he's
know.
going to be really smart when he goes back.
Oh, yeah, he's going to know everything
He's
from
Okay.
from 2013.
Okay.
Right.
And then he goes back and apparently does nothing with it because Erock has him doing nothing.
No, I'm just not telling you.
Why are you not telling us?
Because it's not done. Why am I
Well,
going to give you
what are
all
your
the details when
ideas?
it's not done?
I'll bet you the guy does something really inane, like he invents gravy boats. Just some worthless job.
Gravy balls.
Erock, you could kind of communicate what
No,
you're
I can't.
thinking.
No.
What's
Why?
one thing he
Because,
does?
one, it's publicly being said. It's not taken care
I
of.
wouldn't sweat it. let's just get a hold of ourselves here
Yeah.
and give us a couple of
Who's going to
nuggets.
steal the idea to animate a radio show? Yeah, let's talk about that.
That's true.
Are you saying Ricky Gervais is going to steal your fucking
I'm saying
idea?
a lot of people have.
I don't think.
It's wonderful. He goes back to the 40s. He goes back to the 40s, and then he comes back and he's in the 60s, and he invents all kinds of stuff.
Eric is pitching like Benjamin Button. It's not like this is an original idea that somebody's going to take.
Time travel has been dealt with in movies.
Exactly,
Contrary to
cocksucker.
popular belief.
Hey, fucking piece
Chip.
of garbage.
Chip.
Erock,
Fucking movie
take
sucks.
your damn
Hey.
hands off her. Does that happen in the movie? Do you punch Biff? Yeah. Want to go
all I'm
back?
thinking about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Eric is actually just pitching Forrest Gump, except the beginning is slightly different.
Forrest Plump.
I made that joke yesterday.
No, I said Forrest.
Gut.
Forrest Gut yesterday. and then right after I said it, and I was walking into my house after I hung up the phone, I'm like, shit, I should have said Forrest Plump.
Plump's a better word.
Yes. Sounds more like Gump.
But it is just instead of sitting at a bus stop, he falls through a Slider's time portal, and then he has to start his life
That's
over.
true.
Maybe there's a telephone booth that he gets into.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Or get stuck in.
Yeah.
Oh, they call it the curious case of Benjamin and Jerry's.
No, it's, or it's
Ah, it's funny.
the
Good
curious
man.
case of popped buttons. So you can
Does he go through historical things? Like, are there things that really happen that we live
Yeah.
through?
Anything? You're not coming?
Yeah,
Oh, he does.
but
Not the big historical things?
no,
Like
not
little
the,
ones?
Not the, yeah, little things.
Yeah? Like fucking, like Mrs. Johnson's fucking flat tire, he fixes it? Something like that instead of like stopping the Korean War? Anything?
Zach, instead of warning JFK,
Yeah.
just something really stupid.
What about that? Does he get to warn anybody of any impending doom?
No.
Like,
No,
why?
I know what he does. He does little things, like he changes somebody's tire, but what he doesn't realize is changing that tire is the butterfly effect that sets off, and the Korean War
Butterfly
does.
effect.
Yeah, but what
you
if-
should call it butterfly effect.
That's
Erock.
right. How about we're butterball guys?
Peanut butter fly.
Anthony, he's gonna actually he's gonna save President Kennedy.
Yeah.
But, on the way up to the book support, whatever the book fucking
Depository.
depository.
Books depository building.
Depository building, baby. he actually sees a new vending machine. Then you hear as he's putting a Snickers down his throat.
Oh, jeez.
Well, what he'll do is he'll save Kennedy,
Yeah.
not knowing that Kennedy starts a nuclear war in 1967.
Oh, and then you get back to fucking 2013, and it's like fucking like the Terminator.
Did I get it right, Eric? Is it little things that lead to big things that he doesn't
Are
realize?
you calling it the butterfly effect?
Is it the butterfly effect?
Keep saying.
Do you have to
butterfly
stop
effect.
Cyberdyne?
Is it sliders?
Do you have to stop
Sliders.
No? You don't go back and stop Cyberdyne?
No.
What's the name of one of my character?
I said I don't have a name for your character.
What's the name of your character?
I don't have the names yet.
What actors have been cast as possible roles?
I haven't cast the whole thing. I wrote some
yeah, but
things
who?
with certain people.
Erock.
All
in
right,
mind.
so that's what I'm
Erock
asking you.
In the Terminator.
The Terminator.
All right, that was
Jesus,
What?
I've been
That
on
was
this.
good. I can't yet.
All
I've
right.
been on the other end of this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yesterday.
True.
So who besides Jim has been cast in the film?
Yeah. Who do you see as the lead, first of all?
Well-
who do you see as the lead?
I don't know yet.
We all know
Come
who
on.
the lead
Come
is.
on.
Now, when you
know.
think about a movie and
Jim-
writing a movie, the first thing you kind of goes through your head is a celebrity that you would want playing
Yeah.
the different parts. You had to have an idea. Right now, you have the idea of your lead character. Who does he look like? Who does he like? Like, what celebrity would? Is it a Brad Pitt or is it a fucking
Like an Owen
the-
Wilson-y?
the guinea with the big nose?
Oh.
Man, he was good in the piano. Yeah.
He was in King Kong.
Pianist. I mean,
He was in King Kong.
yeah, that guy.
And he's in that fucking...
Adrian Brody.
Adrian
yeah.
Brody.
Oh,
Fucking dick nose.
Yeah, whatever. Is it an Adrian Brody?
No.
Is it fucking? Is it fucking John McClane?
Hulk Hogan?
Is it?
A lot of running out of buildings, exploding.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Maybe
There's
it's
no
Dwayne. Is it Dwayne Johnson?
Oh, the
I would
Rock.
see that. I would see that.
I'd see that.
Fucking the Rock.
Is it Undertaker?
He's too old though. He's 18. We need like a young fucking guy
yeah,
from
but
like
the Rock
Twilight.
could still be. Yeah, but the Rock could still be one of the guys from in the back in the time.
Well, true. He could be the older guy. He gets old. You gotta cast this. The lead has to be cast multiple times because he gets older. Dude, how many fucking?
No, they can do makeup.
he didn't think of that.
But from 18 to like 70.
Oh,
right.
God.
Like Benjamin Button.
Oh man, is it just gonna be like bad makeup?
No.
You are
I hate
really
that.
fucking.
When they take
yeah,
a 20-year-old guy
they just
to
take
make him look
crusty
80.
paint.
Yeah.
They put crusty paint on his neck.
By the way, the answer to is it going to be really bad makeup is he will have no choice. Now he's doing the makeup too.
yeah.
Oh, this is an independent film.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it low-
no,
is
he's-
this low budget, or
He's
is this-
looking for backing from major studios.
Right. He needs a director.
Looking to sell it.
What? Oh,
So- you don't even care about it. You just want to sell it, make
he's
the
just
money, and
gonna
get another
sell
one.
it.
Yes.
So I don't get like.
Well, who's been cast?
Yeah,
what
who-
actors
I haven't
have?
cast anybody.
Who do
You just
say?
said Jim Norton has a role. Who
there
else
was a
does?
character that Jim came to mind, and I developed something around
Who
Jim. on
else
that.
do you have characters in mind for? Just Jim?
I
Or-
have other characters written, not full detail, but just little descriptions on certain people. But I haven't picked.
Is Jim
Like,
the
who would
guy
fit
that?
that?
Jim the guy that when they do the time travel, it doesn't work right, and and he comes out half done.
Half done.
Me.
Oh shit. You're on comment.
That's you. Shut up, Chip.
Oh,
It's just a little. It's a little Bobo-ish to like be writing a movie and to have only so far cast people
I know,
who are on
yeah.
the show.
Right.
Somebody
what part
inspired
is
him.
Opie?
No one else was cast.
Is Opie the lead?
Nobody else was
Oh,
cast.
Opie's the lead.
He is.
Opie
That's
and Hulk.
obvious.
Opie and the Hulk.
He wants to just fucking one day drop a script in front of Opie and say, "I got something for you."
Opie
And Opie will
this
finally
is
look at him like an
great.
equal.
I have you in mind.
I'll be a bit like, I read your script.
Think you can play a variety of
Very
ages.
interesting.
Opie, no, you
Opie
can
spills
do it.
his Cheerios and blueberries on it.
Yeah, that's away from
Get
me.
this out of my way.
So, all right, the guy's 18. He goes back in time. He starts affecting history in some way or another.
He goes through the
What's-
sliders portal.
What's
to get
the
there.
hook?
There's no sliders portal.
What's the hook?
Yeah.
You're going to have this follow this guy from the 40s up to modern times. What is happening during that?
What's the hook? Not the one you cut your mouth on.
I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
All right, let's erase that part.
What happens, Erock? What goes on through? That's a lot of years.
I know you
by
don't
the
want
way.
to give it away, but I'm
This
sure
is
it's
a lot of years.
give us something because you have a 70-year span with a 19-year-old
Yeah.
actor.
Jesus. I mean, there.
No, I don't want to give anything away.
Oh my God!
One thing.
There's got to be something that happens through history. One thing, Erock. Don't worry, no one's going to steal it.
Yeah.
This is Back to the Future and fucking Terminator and every other goddamn time travel movie.
If the only time travel thing happens in the very beginning, what is that hook that keeps everybody?
Right.
Is there? Yeah.
Something's gonna happen that this guy has to stop.
Maybe there's another. Maybe he runs into another sliders portal and he realizes, you know what? I'm gonna stay.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out the windows, you'll see the 1935 World's Fair. Does that happen? No. Is it a plane?
Because that's 35.
It goes through 35, sorry.
No, something's gonna happen in present time.
Yeah.
And
maybe it's an iPhone app.
The boy goes back, and then has to stop what's going to happen in the present time. Just a disaster. Like I'll bet it's something really topical, like nuclear weapons are flying.
But hopefully it's this movie being written. He has to go back in time to break Eric's fucking hands.
I love how you were just talking about how people get shit on with their dreams, and you just step right up
addictive.
and rip your pants down and take a big dump.
This is what I know about this show. It's coming.
Yeah,
that's all.
That's true.
Look, I'm getting some in right now.
I hear you.
And the fat jokes are coming.
I hear
No, they're not. Not today.
Shut your fucking little Kev's coming in. That fucking midget.
There is no action. There are no action sequences.
No action sequences, right?
It's not an action movie?
Not at all.
There's no action?
It's a drama with a bit of comedic element.
You're coming out of the gate with a drama?
And some romance.
And a sliders portal.
Hey, doll.
There's no sliders.
Does your romantic interest give you the clap in 1950?
I'm going to be writing this
because she's got a
later,
bad
and then
rep.
I'm like, this really needs a sliders portal.
Yeah.
That's the way it should go
Give
down.
us some. Tell us one thing.
Come on, Erock. We're fucking clamoring here. Like, if you pitch this, you're going to have to tell them something.
Yeah, I'd pitch it once it was done. Oh, God.
Are you going to fight?
I'm not pitching it in the beginning.
What hooks the 70
Are you
years
fighting
span?
vampires? Are there vampires in it?
No.
Werewolves?
No sci-fi, none of that
Yeah,
nonsense.
but that's not sci-fi. Vampires.
Is it like Last Action Hero where some characters
Or
come through the
fantasy
movie
stuff.
screen?
Is
No,
that it?
no.
Comment, Erock? No?
No.
Can you fly?
No.
You know,
Well,
superhero
there's
powers?
Donald's expression.
So what is it that keeps everybody hooked for those 70 years?
Yeah.
What
do you just lock the theater doors?
What he does throughout that period and coming to a realization when he makes it back to the time when he knew he went back to begin with.
He doesn't get to meet himself, does he?
Terrible. Are you going to give Fred Savage this treatment?
Is he the old man that the kid was talking to in the beginning?
I got to give him my treatment.
No.
Oh, like the old man gave him some advice and then he realizes
It was him.
he was
Do
the
you
old
give
man.
do you give a sports almanac to yourself?
Yes.
When you get
Did he go back in time and become a not shitty radio guy? So come on, Erock, give
Erock?
us something.
What's
man.
the hook?
Tell
Does
us
he-
something.
does he meet himself as an old guy meeting himself as a young 18-year-old
He
guy?
doesn't meet himself, but he finds out what happens to himself.
The 18-year-old finds out what happens to
No,
himself?
the old man finds out what happens after everything he did.
What old man?
So he goes back, he does some shit, and then he sees like what happened to his 18-year-old self because of what he did.
Yeah.
He doubles him, so his 18-year-old
so
self still
confused.
lives in 2013, while he lives in two places at once.
If you see each other, it can make a paradox that can destroy the universe.
Once he
Anything
goes,
like
That don't make no sense.
Oh, Jesus.
once he goes into the sliders portal, he doesn't exist in 2013 anymore.
Yeah, it's fucking slide, cocksucker.
Oh, damn.
Jesus.
Piece of garbage.
Chip, let him be creative.
Chip doesn't know what sliders is.
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
Fucking, I don't know.
Sliders. It's about tiny hamburgers.
That's that.
Yeah. of
That was his motivation from the beginning.
So,
Eat some
okay.
like Pez.
So he fucking. So he. Okay, I see what happened. Now, is he purposefully trying to change things to change his own life through history, or he just so happens to be skipping through life throughout these years and then goes, "Oh my God, I didn't realize what I did affected me." Coming?
It could.
Give us a scene. Doesn't have to be the climax.
What you
A
want,
scene.
No.
How does everybody? What do all his friends
Angry.
think when he disappeared? When he's 19 years old in 2013, and then he just disappears for the next 70 years?
Well, he doesn't disappear.
Well, he goes back in time.
But he's at 2013,
Yeah, but he's
let's
still
say.
in 2013.
And then he goes back in time. He doesn't disappear because he's
But the
By the
young
time you
him
get-
is back in the 1940s. So how can the young him also
You
be
don't
in?
Because
follow
it's
that
not
part of the story
because
yet.
it hasn't been 2013
Right.
yet. Stupid.
But he doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because that hasn't happened yet.
But to the
he went back.
But to the other people who are living, it does. So
Oh, my
all of a
God.
sudden, he just
I
becomes a
know.
70-year-old.
He's still there.
He meets his mom and falls in love with her and has sex and makes him.
Oh, he fucking.
He's Calvin
oh.
Klein.
He's his own
He
dad.
invents the shaved pussy back in the 40s. Oh man!
Actually, the shaved pussy was in.
this is pretty. I like this. It's
I'm writing that down.
The shaved pussy was invented way before that. That's how.
No.
Yeah, they did. The whores back in the old West
They
days
did
shaved their
not.
They did. They thought that prevented disease.
What did
And
they do?
anti-crab-
Did they
That's
do a
why they
headstand in
they
the
used,
old barber chairs.
They used to make them wear the little what are they called? The wigs
Chastity
for the
belts?
pussies. What are they called? Pussy wigs.
a merkin.
Merkins, and that's where they were made out of beaver pelt, and that's where the beaver came from.
Stop
I
it!
swear to God.
And they
You
would
are
also-
so full of shit.
I swear to fuck.
No, he's
how
probably
could,
right.
How could I make that up out of the fucking
'cause
blue?
it's
And then
hilarious.
connect it with the beaver part.
yeah.
And he's also, I bet it's so they didn't get crabs or lice.
Yeah, they used to shave. You knew a woman was a prostitute because if she had a shaved pussy, because the crabs and all that stuff. They
How would
thought
they
it
get rid
would.
of crabs back then? I used to shave
You know,
it.
I don't think you did.
inconvenient
I think you just
It
got
would have
them.
been to shave your pussy back then. With what, a straight razor?
I don't know how
And,
they-
and that thing where you take the shaving cream and go and mix it up, the brush.
Yeah, yeah. I have one of those. Those are great.
Yeah, da, da, da.
You, one wrong move and fucking you got 2 slugs on the floor.
You got a Clint Eastwood asking you questions. Which way
Yeah.
did he go? He slices your pussy a little.
Is that so? All right, Erock, back
Come on,
to you.
Erock.
I'm using that.
Give us. Yeah, he's using that for his treatment.
He can't.
Erock, you gotta give us one thing that happens through history with this main character that sort of has an impact on his future self.
Does he get angry and just run for years and grow a beard?
Well, that can happen. It's a good one. Jot that in.
Come on, what
Comes
happens?
a shrimp fisherman. Shrimp. What happens? One thing, for the love of God. You're writing this. You're very excited about it.
Yes,
Get
but I'm
people
not
pumped.
pitching this.
Get
Give
people
us
pumped.
one scene. That's not gonna blow your movie.
How about
Yeah.
one thing that happens with Jim's character? Because you've obviously thought about Jim's character.
Yeah. What do I do?
Jim is a he runs a radio station in New York City. He's an old timey
What year?
GM.
What year is he in?
Jim
40s.
shows up like 51.
Oh,
52.
1951.
Right.
Flash.
Yeah, around there, right when
Yeah, that'd be good.
rock and roll kind of starts.
Flash.
Oh,
But
hey,
he-
Helen, who's this fat kid in the waiting room?
Oh, yeah.
What does he want?
Hello to America and all the ships at sea. Ah, Jim Norton here. Stay tuned for a new talent we have, Eric Nago.
Yes.
He's now, what, 28 years old?
Yeah, I guess.
Something like that?
Who has to-
20.
Who has to get this music? Who has to pull this music up?
Erock.
So he has to help.
Yeah.
He has to
Yeah.
help this.
He has to help fuck himself.
Yeah.
It's like your movie. He's having an impact on his own life.
So, all right. So I run a radio station. And
All
what's-
right.
What do I do?
What's why is Jim in this to run a radio station? What happens at the radio station? He hires a fucking middle-aged Scott Shannon.
Get me that guy over there, the one with the rock head.
I think radio is involved in this movie more than we're thinking.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
so too.
I bet.
That's where Opie's part comes in.
I bet.
Opie's the lead.
I got a communist on my house. Erock, comment.
No, Jim plays the GM.
Oh.
Some things happen way ahead of their time, and Jim can't handle it. But
Because of what this guy does?
yes, because of what this guy does.
So you see yourself as a real innovator in radio, and you
No.
come and set the world on fire?
Did you bring satellite radio to the 50s?
Oh, man.
no,
just
it's
put they on a
technology
satellite.
existed.
Podcasting.
Oh.
It's just run off the Sputnik satellite. Hey, listen to channel 234 for beep, 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 beep.
Oh, he brings podcasting.
Jim's character
back
looks
in
like
time.
Les.
Podcasting?
Yeah.
What is that? Something about the beans?
Yeah, casting. Who broke their arm?
What?
What are you talking about? Who is this fat kid from the future?
Is the main character a bit overweight?
No.
Is he an average slough?
Something happens at the radio station in 19... Oh, Do you get up and fucking play Johnny B. Good
No.
for Marvin Berry? Come on. Beat it, spook. This don't concern you. Do you say that?
No.
Is he a racist?
No. Somebody asked that
Does
yesterday.
he live underwater? Is he black?
No.
Ah.
All right, so
I like this, though.
that's not a scene, though. I'm the GM. What do I do?
You get, you're very straight-laced, by-the-books kind of guy. And you throw some big temper tantrums when certain things change beyond your control.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Fiddlesticks.
This is not what I said. Pretty good, huh?
You're not a man who likes change.
You don't have a
not at
name.
all.
You don't have a pseudo name for this. You have to have
I have
a
the
name.
title.
He does.
You
The
do
man
have
who
the
went through
title.
time.
Erock, in the 50s, do you inspire the name of Chubby Checker? Is that what happens?
Bob's
I
Big
like
Boy.
that name.
The guy who went back and invented good food.
No, his neighbors are Bill Domino and Fred Checker. Inspired both of them. And he's from Minnesota.
What's that? I wonder what the title of the movie is.
I know. He's got a title. Erock, could you just tell us the title,
Nope.
please?
No.
Is it called, does it have, okay. Is the word time in the title?
Nope.
Is the word is any food words in the title?
Nope.
Sliders is a food word.
I understand that,
Okay.
but both,
Is it?
both terms of sliders are
All
not in
right.
this movie.
Is it a one-word title?
No.
Fuck. How many words?
is it
Give
a
us how many
pun?
words, please. Erock, comment.
6.
6 words.
Is the
Jesus
word?
Christ.
Is the
What is
word?
it? Stop or my mom will shoot.
Apparently, you're not making T-shirts for this movie. Is the
Hell of a
word
Twitter
the?
account.
Is the word the? Is it the? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's in it, yeah.
The.
The 90-minute time travel movie.
Oh fuck. Is that it?
Yes, you got it.
The fat kid who finally makes a difference.
The movie with no comics casted.
Ooh. Now you're out of the
He's warning
movie.
you.
Now you're out of the movie.
Oh, come on.
Oh man.
Jim
that's
Norton will not do that picture.
That's perfect for him.
It'll make him a big star. Acting lessons, eating lessons.
That was good.
Shit.
The biggest mistake I ever made.
Oh, is
Coming
that it?
here?
Yeah.
Oh, you actually? Are you telling titles?
I think it's
I thought you were
something
just
like
being honest.
it's something like the not so typical adventures of the typical man, or something like that.
Is it a very fucking?
No.
Because that's the plot of the movie. He's just a typical guy.
So it's the.
I hate it.
Wait a minute, Erock. Is the word life in the title?
No.
Fuck. Thought I had it. It's like a crypto quote without any clues.
The.
All right, the first word is the.
The movie
No, he
script
said
that
the
never
is
got.
in it. He didn't say it was the first word.
It's the first word.
Is it the movie script
What?
that never got made?
Story. Is story in it?
No.
Fuck. All right, so it's
Love.
is of in it?
No.
Is Opie? Is the name Opie?
Yes. Opie. Opie.
Something.
Is there? Can I ask you a question? Is XL in it? Double X?
No, you're not in the movie.
No.
Oh.
A fat joke from a fatty.
Touche. Is the word back?
No.
Back fat.
So it's something that is the word past in it?
Nope.
Travel.
Travel.
Nope.
But the is in it.
Adventure.
One of the words.
Is rock in it?
Adventure.
No.
Okay.
The. Is
I'm
lump
not
in
going
it?
to tell you.
Shit.
But you've been wrong up to this point. I'm not telling you the title.
The
Shittiest movie you've ever seen in your life. Is that the name of the
Bingo.
movie?
There you go. It's a parody.
The 90-minute shit fest.
A.
I don't know. This is annoying to not know this.
The Complete
I wanna know
Idiot's
the
Guide to
title.
Making a Movie.
Yeah, I want to know the title so badly. Erock,
Eric loves this.
give us one more word.
No.
You know why Eric loves
It's not
this?
going to do anything.
Because he's being vague and intriguing.
Yes.
So he-
That's the name.
Oh God, it is vague and intriguing.
Vague and
The fat kid that was vague.
The word change.
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 No.
Doesn't make any sense.
not so. Is not so in
Nope.
It's not C.
Nope.
Cheeseburgers.
it.
Of
the
of
cheeseburger.
is of in it.
No.
Did I
This
say
don't
that?
make no sense.
You asked that already.
Yeah.
Bullshit movie.
Is
We-
another is
Don't
another
worry about the title.
wait is another common word like the in it, like an of or
A?
is
I
or
asked
a.
No.
And
Yeah.
no.
So it's all like these weird words with a the.
Is one of the words part of a name?
No.
Is it Doctor Who fan fiction? Let's be honest.
No, it's not.
Come on.
You being honest?
I'm
All right.
definitely being honest.
Okay.
When are you going to be done with it? Do you have a timeline?
Yes. Comment. You're right.
Monday?
Will you be done by Monday?
When are you
No,
going to be
I
done?
won't be done by
Have you
Monday.
fired up the software yet?
I've installed it.
You've installed it.
Yes.
Roland,
Have you
Roland.
sat down in front of the computer and started typing, tickling
Do
the
you-
old keys?
Do you know how to use the software?
No, I just got it.
You know, it's real difficult to figure it out at the beginning.
Is
If you,
it?
need, if, you
Sure it
need,
is.
if you need help, let me know.
I'm sure it is.
And I was thinking once he wrote it,
Yeah.
like he could write it in a timely fashion.
Yeah.
And it would be something that we would actually be able to act out on the show.
That'd be great.
Like old school radio. We have some sound effects and it would, we could do the whole movie.
We do it live.
Yeah.
Like a live event.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Would
that
you-
could be our next live event.
Is that cool, Eric? Would you get the movie ready for a live event?
I don't have a timeline on this yet.
Can we do a table read of it?
Once I have something done, I think I can do something.
Have to.
Can we do
Roland-
a, wait a minute, ask him again. Can we do a buffet table read of it?
For
Yeah,
you, sure.
Roland thinks he knows the title of the movie.
What is it?
What does Roland say?
I left my hoagie in San Francisco. Is that the name? Is he trying to get his hoagie back after he falls through the sliders thing?
No.
Someone says, is it Sisterhood of the Really Big Traveling Pants? The Fishman again. Jesus.
What's my name in it?
I don't have a name.
That's a
I said
good
that
one,
already.
dude.
That's a good one.
These cocksuckers are funny. Motherfuckers with their phone.
Erock. That's great.
It sounds like a hit to me.
Is
Ed
Bo
Wood.
Derek in it?
No.
She have her leg bitten off? Jesus.
Poor guy.
What a fucking reference.
Shit.
Wait.
Someone's saying,
Are you in it?
I said a bad
Cigars and Scotch is asking, is it Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Plate?
That's a good one. Here they come. Here they come.
Here they come.
Is it
folks.
There they come.
a clockwork ham?
And here they come.
Erock.
Any scenes in the mall? Does he go to the mall?
No.
There was no malls back then.
Maybe
He goes from the
invents
40s,
all.
50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s.
There's malls in the 70s, but
He's in the fucking.
not in a mall.
He's in the radio station a lot.
No.
No,
Just
that's
in,
the
one,
big
in one
thing.
particular time he is.
He just fucks something
So
up
you're-
and
so you're in the
and
movie-
changes
50s.
the future.
You're on the movie
of
once.
radio.
He probably
Jimmy,
hands somebody. He probably hands somebody. He probably has a job at the radio and he plays something he shouldn't play.
Yeah.
Why don't you play this?
Yeah. Oh no! What's he doing? I'm pulling my hair out in the other room. Oh boy, nerds!
Nerds.
Who is this mystery fat kid?
Ah,
Bow tie and suspenders.
well,
He is overweight, the character.
a little, little chubby.
could I play him?
The Misadventures of the Mysterious Fat Kid.
Oh shit.
Who gets stuck in a sliders portal.
Oh.
They have to kick him through.
All right. Is it Lord of the Onion Rings?
How about the Blobbit?
Did you say the Blobbit? I'm so glad I'm so close to this, but I'm so far away. I'm sorry, Eric, but
That was hilarious.
this is the Lord of the Onion Rings.
Erock, come on, man. You gotta give us more. We're digging this. You gotta get yourself a good movie.
Sounds
Glad
awesome.
you like this.
That sounds
but you'll have to
awesome.
wait
I
till it's
love
written.
time travel movies, by the way. I just saw Looper about last week, and it was very cool.
I'm
Little
worried
time
that there's
travel.
not enough time travel. It seems like it happens once in the beginning, and then that's it. He just lives his
Looper?
life. No.
Oh, this guy.
In,
I like
Sliders
that
too.
too.
Erock's
I like
movie.
that he has to go back once, and then he has to get back to where he was, but in real time. But we don't have to
to the
sit
future.
there.
I'm sending you back.
Sit here for 70 years.
Yeah. That sounds a little dull.
We have one more word in the title.
Yeah, come on, Erock.
Nope.
Two
One
words out
word.
of 6 is not that much.
One word.
Is wrestling in the title?
McMahon.
No.
Erock.
Incompetent.
Titties.
Burden.
Elephant.
Lesbos.
Distracted.
Fan fiction.
Is Lego in the title?
Is it a series like Harry Pot Roast?
Did you use the word Coke or float?
No.
Yeah.
What state does it take place in? Like what state?
New York City.
Oh, does he ever?
New York City and L.A.
He doesn't
What?
ever travel like south or like in Florida or
Yeah.
anything like that.
What does he take the Pan Am Clipper over?
Yeah. Does he fly over to just meet with the big movie producer real quick?
Yeah.
Is he a filmmaker in the film?
Are there any-
Self-reflexive?
Are there any
Waltz.
historical events that happen?
That he causes, yes, not that he interacts with.
Good
He
question,
causes,
Bob.
He caused a historical event.
Does he cause historical events that really did?
Does he bump into the World Trade Centers?
Do these events are they events that actually happen in real life, or does he cause new historical events?
That's a good question.
New.
There's one or two new things that happen.
Erock, hold on.
Yeah.
Does he fucking tell the people at the airport in Boston that there's terrorists
No.
getting on a plane? Why?
No, because he doesn't interfere with shit that are.
Why the
Like
fuck
that.
wouldn't he
Why?
stop 9/11?
Why wouldn't he stop 9/11?
Because he doesn't care.
Is
What?
it an asshole's tale of time travel?
He's a rogue time traveler.
Erock, why doesn't he care?
It was 9/11. Everybody cares about 9/11 except assholes.
Your movie's unpatriotic. You hate America and the
didn't-
soldiers.
You're telling me this guy didn't call him freedom fries for a little while?
No.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Erock, why wouldn't you fucking
Why wouldn't he stop 9/11?
stop 9/11? It would be easy. He could be a hero. Hero. He could be a hero.
He's not. Is he an anti-hero?
Sandwich?
Erock, wouldn't people wonder why he didn't stop 9/11?
It might. You could, I guess, view him sort of as of an anti-hero because it's all about himself.
I would view him as a
he's
villain.
He's selfish.
He's not knowing what he knows. He's not there to help other people
Why?
because he only wants to help himself.
Why?
Good. Have a hateable lead character.
Who didn't stop 9/11?
He didn't stop
Yeah,
9/11.
That doesn't make sense. You have to have a likable guy. And why am I going to watch the movie? A 90-minute movie.
You'll like him, but
No, I won't.
for the wrong reasons.
Oh,
Does
Love to hate him.
Does he call NASA and tell him there's going to be a problem with Apollo 13?
Nope.
What a dick.
What an asshole this
What's he
guy
do?
is.
What a fuck.
What do you do?
Jesus
He just rules the world.
Do people know that he's from the future?
No.
Oh, so nobody's like, why wouldn't you tell us about 9/11, dick? That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Does he stop Columbine?
Nope.
does he stop
doesn't-
Francis Ford Coppola from putting his daughter in fucking Godfather 3?
Does he stop Newtown?
Does he stop Newtown? Come on.
He doesn't stop Newtown?
Does he stop New Kids in the Block?
Oh,
They wouldn't have banned guns for Anthony if
I
he had
know.
stopped Newtown.
what a prick this character is.
Write your own movie.
I don't like
then.
it.
Yeah, you're a real pud.
What an asshole.
I say we
Is
all
this
read a
called
movie against this
the,
movie.
The asshole through time?
That's a good title.
It should be. What a dickhead this guy is.
Yeah.
Does he fucking? He doesn't save anybody,
Well, I bet he kills people like Jack LaLanne and all those other troublemakers.
does he?
Does he kill anyone?
Jack LaLanne.
That's horrible.
Does he kill anyone?
Does he kill anyone? Comment, D-Rock.
No, I didn't write anything down about killing anybody.
Does he interact with Malcolm X?
No.
Does he fucking keep Martin Luther King from being killed?
Nope. He doesn't change
Robert
certain
Kennedy?
things in history.
No.
No.
Does he stop plane crashes?
Nope.
Tell people there's
He
problems?
doesn't help humanity.
Why?
Can you imagine going back in
He's
time?
selfish.
Oh, it really is autobiographical.
Does he stop a couple from going in a church?
Oh, yeah. That would be good. Please.
Yeah, right.
Help us
Getting that
out.
fucking cock
He
stop.
stops a tape from being delivered at BAB.
Oh.
Terrible.
Can you imagine going back in time and having that little impact? And literally everything just happened
Just
the way you
happens
read about
anyway.
it. Like,
I can imagine being in time now and having little impact.
Really?
yeah, but you have the option if you go
Erock,
back in time.
one thing he does. One
You don't
thing.
find that interesting that he knows certain things would happen and he just watches it happen, doesn't do anything about
No,
it?
it's
that's-
sociopathic.
That's dull.
The only way that's
We've already
interesting.
seen that.
Do you show him crying on a rock as the
we all
buildings go
did
down?
that.
Yeah.
Huh?
What? I'm
Do you
sorry.
show him crying on a rock watching the buildings go down?
No, he
No.
doesn't care.
He doesn't. So he doesn't even give a shit.
No, this
I
guy's
know
a
what it's
renegade.
about. It's about a guy who goes back and doesn't change anything because he knows he's ineffective in life. It's about a guy accepting his own mediocrity and his own
But wouldn't something over the course of 70 years make him realize, wait a minute, I could actually do something?
It's very autobiographical. It's about a man accepting his mediocrity and doing nothing to change anything around him.
But as he's getting older, he doesn't change. He doesn't have a different thought when he's fucking 50 than he did when he's 18 and decide maybe I'll start helping people.
Nope.
This is starting to sound terrible.
Yeah.
Awful.
You just basically, it's a
What a
time
one-dimensional
travel.
character.
Slider porter in it.
A time traveling gelatinous mass.
Yeah, what the fuck, Erock? What a one-dimensional character.
No.
He doesn't change at all during the course of the film?
He changes, but not to help
What does he buy
anybody else.
stock in Apple?
In the end, does he get better?
Yeah.
Does he get on a shortwave radio and talk to his son?
How could anybody like him in the end? In the end, you're supposed to like him.
Yeah, what does he do?
But you still know that he didn't stop
telling you what he
9/11
does.
or Newtown or Columbine.
He's a cocksucker.
Prick.
Is
He's
there
a
room
fucking
for a
asshole.
sequel?
What a dickhead.
No.
No sequel.
If he falls in a sliders portal at the end, there is. So think about right now.
Yeah.
No, and he goes like this as he's falling. Not again. And then,
And then Power of Love kicks in.
Right.
And everybody walks out.
Right.
Does Erock. Yeah. Roll credits. Written by Erock. Eric Erock Nagel
Are
Productions.
the words sex or bagel in the title?
No.
Okay.
Does the Erock video thing end the movie?
This is
like
the one.
your YouTube video.
This is the movie I want him to remember me for.
He probably invents like Nintendo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Erock forgot to write 9/11 into the script, but it has Sega Genesis. It's like
Erock.
32 bits.
That's impossible.
Does he invent Sega Genesis?
No.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
No.
Tails?
ColecoVision?
Atari?
No.
Sonic Pinball?
Does he just go back and play these video games?
Toe Jam and Earl?
Does he let... All right.
NBA
Does he
Jam?
hook up with a girl at any point?
Yeah.
All right. Does he tell her anything about his time-traveling exploits?
Not directly, no.
No.
Well,
But
you're plum cuckoo.
as time goes on, she figures out certain things.
Oh.
How does she figure it out?
Because he's doing like
I'm
some
not
fucking...
telling you.
He goes down on her, and that just wasn't done back then.
Did
What
she
are you
ever?
doing there? What are you doing there?
Did she
Oh,
ever?
my goodness, that feels good.
Did she ever get to a point where she's like, I can't believe I spent my life with a person who didn't stop 9/11 from happening?
Yeah. Or Martin Luther King from being killed, or fucking Kennedy.
Yeah.
He just keeps saying, watch what happens tomorrow.
Oh, I bet he just goes and photographs all these things. So he has the best pictures ever.
Right.
Like he has a great new angle of the fucking Zapruder film.
Is he Cub reporter?
John Lennon gets shot, and his chick is just like, are you fucking telling me you could have
Nothing.
stopped that?
He's like, yeah, but I got him to sign something first.
Right.
God.
Look at this photo of him falling down.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has some fake charities getting things signed for.
How long is
That's what the movie is. He's just getting autographs and pictures.
How long is he with the girl?
She stays with him through most of the movie.
Wait. So he picks her up in the late 40s?
No, a little later than that.
So she's got
grows
like
old?
a poodle skirt.
Maybe in the
like,
late 50s into 60s.
Where does he meet her? At the Hop when she's
Wait.
17 and he's 33?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at late 50s into
Wait a
the
minute.
60s, so that's the 60s.
Bah,
So in the
bah,
late
bah.
40s, he's 20.
He's 19, around there. So he'd
So
be about 30.
He meets her in his 30s?
Sandy.
Yeah, what happens? They meet and they fall in love on a beach, and then he gets in trouble for jerking off the masseuse.
People want to see young love. They don't want to see somebody meet
Yeah, what
the
is
woman
that?
of their dreams
is
deep
this?
into their 30s.
Exactly.
Erock.
When Fatty met Sally.
Oh, boy.
And then not
And then they
stop
grow old
9/11.
together.
Hey, Erock, is any of this helping you? This is
No.
probably helping, right?
No.
No, knowing that the things not to do and things you have to do.
Do you run in and
A
tell
lot
your,
of this wasn't even planned to do.
Do you run in and tell your wife everything that's happening as it's happening and annoy her while she's watching TV?
Oh, my God.
I have an idea.
While she's
Oh, I
watching
got it.
sports.
So guess what happens next?
Hey, you better stay away from downtown today.
All right. Down.
Oh yeah, vague idiot.
Very vague.
Yeah.
The vague idiot. Maybe
Is that the
that's
name
the
of it? Yeah.
The vague
The
idiot.
vague
Is it?
idiot in a bunch of different times.
And his time traveling adventures.
Yeah. He tried to stop 9/11, but he was too vague. He called the
Vague.
airport like,
Something's happening.
Thumbs up.
That guy looks weird, right?
are you letting people on the plane today?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
Hey, you watching the news later?
Yeah. All right. Well, you're gonna be checking people for weapons online. Yes. Atta boy. Atta boy.
What did you say?
Atta boy.
What the fuck does that mean?
Exactly.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. Click, and he hangs up. He goes, he should get it. He should get it. I bet he gets it.
What inspired you to make the movie? Like, what movies inspired you to start writing?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's something, an idea I had a long time ago, and I just finally
12
started
Monkeys?
writing notes down.
Was
for
it 12 Monkeys?
12 chunky monkeys.
I've never seen 12 Monkeys.
Have you seen the show
No,
Sliders?
it's great. Fucking Sliders.
It just sounds a lot like Sliders to me.
Oh, it sounds like every time travel movie.
Yeah.
That Jerry O'Connell has been in.
Sal, what do you think? You liking
Can
Sal
I tell you
loves
something?
this.
Sal told me in the phone screening room. First of all, he's been crying, laughing.
He's been giddy.
He laughed all afternoon, and he told me he was lying in bed last night, going to sleep, and he started giggling to himself about this movie.
Sal's overreacting to this.
Yeah. Sal, what do you think?
Maybe
You think,
maybe Sal comes from the future, and he's seen Erock movies
shit.
flop.
Oh, shit. Or maybe he saw it was a hit and wants to undermine Erock's fame and fortune.
Oh.
He's here to destroy Erock the filmmaker.
I cannot wait to see this film.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. For it.
Good one. What, so I heard you were absolutely giddy yesterday.
I was crying.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
absolutely crying. I think it's just such a huge undertaking to try to pull this off.
Wouldn't you? Yeah, you know, I hate to say this, but Sal's got a point, Erock. Wouldn't you start with something a little easier to write,
Start with like a
and
clip.
cast, and
It's about all about dialogue, you know, like
Yeah.
something heavy on dialogue,
You know
not
what?
that much on acting.
No, Erock, don't write with limitations. These guys are trying to. You're not trying. You're just. All you're doing is writing. Everything in your imagination should be able to spill out on that
That's
paper.
right,
That's what
Erock.
editing's for.
Yeah, that's not your job to make this thing. You're
That's
writing
true.
it.
that's
And
true.
if you want to write Sliders into a movie, write Sliders into a movie.
Yeah.
I was a little bit behind, but I heard that the guy doesn't change anything in history. This
No.
is a new detail.
He doesn't stop 9/11.
He doesn't
from
stop
happening.
anything.
Nothing.
No, Martin
Nothing.
Luther King still dies. 9/11 still happens. JFK.
Because he's the same selfish guy
Newtown.
at 18 as he is at 70.
That's
So the
right.
character doesn't learn anything.
No.
He doesn't- no character growth.
He's a
an
selfish lump. I wonder
No
who this is based on.
advancement, no character advancement, no arc.
Does he grow, Eric?
He grows
Outward.
as a person later. Yes.
What does he learn? Because every character needs to learn something.
Later,
he
like
learn?
after 2001? That's when 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
He should have been. He's going to be an old man by 9/11.
Yeah.
It's like 60.
Yeah.
He should have done his growing by then. Oh, God. That's the autumn of his life.
Fucking hate this. He's not telling us
Terrible movie.
the name of the movie, everything.
Then don't watch
I'm a
it.
fucking. It's called I'm a fucking prick. I'm an
We're not-
asshole prick.
We're not gonna have a
guy.
choice not to watch it.
Yeah.
We're going to act it out on the show.
Erock, when
Am I in
will
it?
pen hit paper?
Where's Erock?
Yeah.
Erock. Am I in it? Is there any roles for your friends, like other than Jim?
Of course there is.
Erock, when will pen hit paper on this? When are
Soon.
you starting? What do you
Soon.
mean soon?
How about tonight?
Yeah, why don't you start tonight?
How about mind your business? It'll be done when it's done.
That's right.
What the fuck?
That's the
He
attitude.
was telling you that, not
Rush
me.
Genius.
Oh, you're probably right.
Yeah, you can't rush genius. That's true. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but you could just have him write this movie real quick.
It's true. At least the title.
at least
Yeah.
the title.
Main character.
Yeah.
Scratching off all the Sliders references right now.
I'd
Fuck,
love
you
to-
figured it out.
I'd love to just go on and on and on about this, but
have
I
a
got to take a
guess.
piss.
I can't believe there's 6 words in the title. That's the
I
fucking
know.
longest title
Long-
ever. What
one-
the fuck could
One
it
of
be?
those long titles. It's just, ugh, why?